Money Moves with Myth 2.0, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a mother movie. So today, we're going to be reacting to the Wesley Snipes lookalike. I seen the title of his video. It said that rent is too high. So I said that'll be a good financial video, good video for us to give our own personal perspectives on. So without further ado, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And let's hop straight into the video.
Wow. What's going on? Happy Tuesday. IOPA, my name is TC. First, let me apologize for the little background noise. It's cold as shit down here in Florida, so I tried to tone it down as low as I could, but you're just going to have to bear with me on that. I'm sitting here watching some YouTube video, doing a little bit of research, because I'm starting to notice a little pattern. And that pattern is this. There seems to be a thing where more and more people are having to stay in like long-term extended stay motels because they can't afford the rent that is being charged over some of these places around.
And not only is people having to stay in long-term extended stays in hotels, we are also seeing an increased number of people living in their vehicles. A lot of people living in their cars. We're seeing an increased number of the homeless population across the country. No matter what state I go to, now, the homeless population is just out of control. And part of the issue is that a lot of these homeless people is not able, to make enough money. Jobs are not paying enough money, but, rent still is going up. And it's not stopping. Let's keep it moving.
Around the country. Now, I'm sure everybody already knows that there's no city in the country where you can afford a one-bedroom apartment on oneself. There's no place in the country where you can do that. And as a landlord, I feel like I want to drop my rent down to where somebody can afford to pay it. But if I do that, I'm going to attract a tenant that won't care about my property. How do I know this? Because for the last 4.5, 5 years, I've been renting.
Those are facts, though. Like, OG, you can't, there's always a bar when it comes to living standards of the human population in America. And the bar is that we know that 9 times out of apartment complexes, housing, HOAs, and places like that know for a fact that if you got good credit and ETC, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be a better tenant than somebody who is low income. Because usually the low income people who really don't have nothing to live for, just don't really work like that, they just hang around. These are usually the people who will tear up the property, So just because he lowers the price doesn't mean he has to move somebody with bad credit or, somebody who doesn't have a career or something into his property. So let's keep it moving.
That's the kind of shit I've been dealing with. I noticed that when I get some people in my place who really care about how how they living and taking care of it, then I don't have no problem. Rent on time, go over there to do like a quick inspection. Everything is still working, everything is in order. If something go wrong, they call you. And then you get people who you ask them if everything is okay. Yes, everything is okay. Anything need my attention. Don't do nothing need your attention. And then when they move out, you find out that they haven't been changing the air filters on the AC not once. They haven't been cutting the grass. They haven't.
Most people are not literally not going to look at an air filter. I'm just being real with you. Like, that's the last thing. I can understand if I was the homeowner, but if I'm renting, like, I'm like, that's the last thing I'm going to look at because, like, it's not my property. But cutting the grass and stuff like that, the grass should be cut. Grass should be cut. Everything should be maintained. But like I said, some people would not treat your property like you would treat your property. You know, some people won't even, they would do their home the same way. We just seen this. A lot of people would do their homes the same way. So, that's what you have to deal with as a landlord. I don't know why this dude's complaining. Like, you know, being a landlord is not easy. It can be stressful. Tenants can be a pain. But usually, like, nobody, the tenants, the longer they stay in your property, 9 times out of 10, you know you're going to have to fix something, bro. You know, so let's keep it moving.
Separating the trash and putting it in recycles. Doing shit that show that they care about where they live and how they live. If you drop your rent, that's the kind of shit you get. I don't want to have to do that. But here's the rub. If I sell the property, make a little money and stick it in the bank, the money begins to depreciate and lose value. If I keep the money tied up in the house,
you're still gonna lose money.
The money appreciates. You understand what I'm saying?
Still gonna lose money. The only way you don't lose, I mean, you're gonna make profit, but like, you gotta pray up and down that the tenant don't end up burning the house to the ground, make the house unlivable. But that little $1,000 a month, like literally the landlord or the person who owns that property has to sit on that money, because you never know what type of issue you're going to run across when the tenants move out. But you really want tenants who's going to stay there for as long as possible, you know. So if your rent's $1,000, you know, at the end of the month, you should have $12,000. So, like, yeah, but my thing, like, guys, if you're going to get into the real estate game, the more properties you have, the better. Because now if you got 2 properties, $1,000 a month, you got 2 tenants in there, long-term tenants, every 12 months, you got $24,000 cash. You know, but you still can't just live off of that. So you need more properties. But let's keep it moving.
Well, between a rock and a hard place, you don't know what to do. But across this country, it's like that. Everywhere you go, it's like that. There's nowhere you can go in the country and afford a 1-bedroom apartment on one side. I made a video.
Yes, you can. You can do that. He would say that because he's a landlord and he's trying to get the most that he can get out of his property. I see straight through this dude, and it's understandable though. Like you'll tell people that, hey, you can't find a place, with a rent's cheap and all that stuff. Blah. But the fact is, guys on my channel, my members on this channel, we done seen hundreds and hundreds of homes that are abandoned that still could be livable with just a little touch of love. They're abandoned houses you can get from the city for about $5,000. We done seen these in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. We done seen these in Memphis, Tennessee. We done seen these in Selma, Alabama. We done seen these in Atlanta, Georgia. We done seen these all over the country. But that's a topic for another video, so let's keep it moving.
Yesterday, I was telling people, I was aiming at young couples and shit, that they should stay together. That they should look at their income as one income.
Facts. Not only should, we're not advising, because we know that it's not the men who is dividing the relationships. It's mainly women who like to monkey branch and lead a relationship and leave a dude high and dry. Because dudes are pretty much loyal most of the time, And I want to, that is a smart idea because you got two incomes. But if that woman ends up pregnant or something like that, and you're the father, you're not going to want her to go to work while she's pregnant, depending on what type of job she's doing. So still, the best thing going is for if there's a 2-bedroom apartment for $1,500, is that you have to have a friend. You have to have somebody who you confide with, who you trust, who he trusts you. And it's two of you guys got good credit, you know what I'm saying? So now, instead of paying $1,500 by yourself, you can pay $750 a month, or even if it's $1,000 for a 2-bedroom, now you're just paying $500. There's ways around the rent thing, which I agree it is too high for one person, especially if you don't know how to manage money. You got other things that you got to pay bills on, like car notes, insurance, credit card bills, etc. It can be very difficult. But let's keep it moving, guys.
Because sometimes, even with two incomes, you can't afford the rent. See, it go like this.
You see this dude right here, he's one of them dudes that be trying to run game, try to tell you what you can't do. And you can do it. You can do it off of one income, and you definitely can do it off of two incomes. We just broke it down. So say for instance, he stays in Florida. I stayed in Florida. In Florida, you can get a 2-bedroom for like $1,100-$1,200, decent luxury style, $1,200. So if you're even just making minimum wage, you can pay $600 a month plus utilities and still have, $1,000 left over. But the more money you make, the better the position you're in. I know a lot of you guys haven't got a membership to this channel, but you guys have been sticking around for a while, man. Make sure you guys join this YouTube channel. Go to my channel and hit that join button and get you a membership. It holds weight on this channel, guys. But let's keep it moving.
You got a car payment, either you're going to pay maintenance on a car or you're going to have a car payment. You're going to have to pay car insurance. You're going to have to pay utilities in your apartment. You're gonna have to pay the rent itself. You're gonna have to eat. You're gonna have to clothe yourself.
Which is not difficult. You know, it's not. It's not. It's hard, but it's not difficult. It's not. It's not where you can't do it. Like, oh my God, this dude was my dad or something like that. He will probably drive me nuts because, you know, I see through the BS. I'm a Virgo, you know, and I read people very good. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, like, rent, like, it's not that bad, guys. It's not as bad as he's saying it. Rent is high, but if you can find a friend, if you're a male and you can find another male that you trust, that you've been raised with, who has good credit, good job, and you guys split that bill, now you can do it. And you can even do it by yourself if you're making enough money. So let's keep it moving.
You got to do all of this shit on one salary, it ain't gonna work. That's why I said gotta have two salaries, and especially if you're a woman trying to raise kids.
There you go. There you go. If you're a woman trying to raise kids, you know, he better be getting that advice to a women, because, hey, you can't just tell a man anything and not, you know, women might go for it, but a man, we're logical. You know what I'm saying? We're going to think it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, no, bro.
See, that's what a lot of these people who stand in these extended stay motels and shit, they be working women with children. They be working women with children. And
that's just the way it is today. A lot of these women, they have friends. They had a baby father that they couldn't get along with. And they even had friends that they couldn't get along with, that they couldn't come up with an agreement to go get a house. Like, because usually women have a lot of friends. So if you got 4 women who are friends, and there's a 3-bedroom place, and all you guys pay $750, now you can get you guys can get a house, you know. And, you know, even if you paid $1,000 a month and it was 3 ladies in a 3-bedroom house, you know. But that's just a personal decision that a lot of us people, we make bad decisions financially. Trust me, I still make bad decisions financially. I'm not perfect. It happens. But guys, when I tell you that things are still doable, then they're doable. So let's keep it moving.
Stay in the there. Because their relationship didn't work out. So now the woman is working, sometimes working 2 jobs or working really crazy hours on one job, getting support from her husband or the children's father, and still can't afford the rent. Still can't afford it.
It's not that they can't afford the rent. It's that they have the money for the rent, but, you know, they're not managing their money the right way. They got it, but they didn't manage it, and they lost it. It's just like a convenience store. So if there's a convenience store in your neighborhood, and you know, you don't need to go to that store, but that store is, you know, it's supposed to be like an oasis for things that you need. Like, you need a water, you need a soda, something to snack on, or something like that. But a lot of people, they just get into that mode where they just spend. And a lot of these businesses like McDonald's and Burger King and Pizza Hut and Benihana's and all these different places, the only thing they're doing is extracting resources, your hard-earned resources from you. You know, we gonna keep it 100. They're extracting resources at an alarming rate. So let's keep it moving.
Who the fuck started this? This thing where everybody gotta pay damn near $2,000 just to live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Who started this? This is crazy. It is crazy. I wonder how this gonna play out, because I know
It's honestly, it's going to play out very good for the people who own these properties and these luxury high rises and stuff, and these apartment complexes and anything that people needs to live in. It's going to play out lovely for them, but for most of the population who cannot afford it, they're going to end up with the short end of the stick and probably face some type of homelessness and do things that they never thought they would do because of the situation they're in. But guys, I'm not going to react to this whole video. I know you guys like my commentary and stuff like that, man. I appreciate you guys for stopping through, showing love, and subscribing to the channel and sharing these videos. But guys, man, I'm going to holler at you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, fellas, it's a movie. Over and out.